And we are live. Pardon me. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever it is you are in the world, and welcome to another edition of Living World of Darkness, Rage Across New York. Just outside the bawn of the Sept of the Green, in the penumbra, the reflection of the city, stands an individual on the slightly taller side, and she has let out a very short and to-the-point howl and is currently pacing back and forth in front of the entrance, sort of the archway into the Sept itself, carrying a magpie swag at her side, a bow over one shoulder, and a spear in another hand, and she has very intense set of green eyes focused on that archway as she waits to see if well, to be honest, she didn't even call ahead, so she doesn't even know if Skopgard's on Sept, so she might just have made a real big fool of herself, but we'll see what happens. And that's where we start our scene.
Being one of the Guardians and performing his daily patrols, the figure of Will White will, for the sake of the story, be very close to the area and be one of the first on the scene. I'm sorry, what's your character called?
Dallas.
Dallas will see a figure approach out of the wooded park. A figure who quite literally blends in with the undergrowth, as he looks almost like a member of a spirit brood. And he approaches. And there's been lots of new Garou on Sept recently. And yeah, he'll say, name yourself, friend or foe.
Hunter's Mane of the nation. Certainly, friend. I'm looking for the hero that you call Skopgard.
Tribe, rank, auspice, breed.
She looks up and she inclines her head slightly. Full moon of the children of Fenrir. Cleith.
Is there any signs of physical deformity?
Nope.
Nope. Okay. Greetings. I'm William White, child of unicorn born on 2 legs under a full moon also. I'm a guardian of this Sept. You'll wait here until Skopgard comes, or I can escort you to him.
I'll take no step onto these hallowed grounds until I meet up with my tribe mate.
Raises an eyebrow. Fine. I'll wait with you then.
She gives him a smirk and a strong sort of forearm to the chest.
The dramatic figure of William raises an eyebrow and just kind of, sits down. Actually, one thing first, and will perform a rite of cleansing upon you. Well, he will actually say, before you enter the Sept, you should be cleansed. The city is worm-tainted.
While you're doing that, Chloe's actually just making her way just a little behind Will, because that kind of howl definitely made her curious. She's in Lupus at the moment, assuming it's safe to be in Lupus here. I hope so.
Bro.
Oh, well, fair enough. Then it's perfectly safe. And yeah, so a very scarred-looking black wolf approaches, and not even being quiet. Kind of glances at Will's back, but pretty much moves to stand next to him while staring down this woman that's just right there as well.
Yeah, Will performs the rite of cleansing. Again, it's a child of Gaia rite of cleansing, so it's very different, as he has the rite of the mother's bowels. And yeah, then he will, when he sees Chloe arrive, he'll turn to her. And as they're in front of company, he'll be far more formal than they usually are. Right? Another new arrival.
I see that. One who doesn't seem to have any manners.
Coming up behind the den mother will be a very large golden wolf. And he will sort of sit not too close, but he'll sit close to the den mother and say, and offer a good morning, Rise.
Good morning, Joe. Apparently we're waiting to hear, I don't know who this person is that thinks it's okay to just not do proper introductions.
The black wolf slowly walks, looks at Chloe, looks at William, looks at Cub, then turns his face towards the new arrival. And he's just looking at the new arrival, just like in the photo.
It's the week. Nice to see you.
And he looks at the new arrival, and he just says, "Who was your den parents?" Some haunted fool. He asked it to Vinny's character.
Side eye.
Oh, there's
Are you
definitely
giving
some of that
side-eye-
coming
are
from
you-
Chloe too.
Are you giving side eye to your den parent?
It's
Damn
a,
it! Yeah, stupid fucking. All right, sorry about that.
Welcome
it's
back.
it's a lower form of side eye, but definitely like
No, was it at him though? At Bites of the Week.
mm, maybe more out of shock, but not like directly at him, but like, holy wow.
So, Vinny, the Bites of the Week came near you. This black wolf. You
Yeah,
heard
no,
about it.
I've been. I just want to make sure everyone had a chance to jump in before I started going off on the spiel.
Okay.
So she looks at the congregation now that there's a number of them waiting, so that way she doesn't have to make like 5 separate introductions. And she hearing because William said that he was or didn't refer to himself as Foster or anything like that, right?
He didn't, but he is.
Okay.
But no, he didn't say that.
Didn't.
He didn't
Yeah.
pull any rank.
So she, as they come together, and as someone that she assumes is if a guardian and didn't identify himself as anything higher than at least Clea, the word Raya, of course, strikes with her. So she lowers herself down in front of, and what did you say the other one was, Dimish?
That's Bites of the Week, but yeah.
And
That's the only
Bites the Week.
That's the only name you heard about him. That's
But the
Bites of Week.
Raya, also the Raya you heard, I thought was to Chloe though, as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, she did.
Okay.
But she takes that lower stance, one knee down, the other knee sort of kind of curled up to her chest as she exposes her neck. Hunter's Mane, full moon of Fenrir's brood. I've come to this Sept seeking out a hero of my tribe.
I am Bites the Weak, Adrian Pures of Shuttle Lords. Get the Shuttle Lord tribute out of him as well. And he says, "Who? I guess your grandfather didn't beat you enough." That's how I heard. That's how I heard Fenris do. I'm back. I'm sorry. What did she say after he said I see your grandmother didn't beat you enough?
She didn't say anything yet.
Okay, maybe he left as well. Yep,
And apparently that's happening again.
same shit happened to me now.
Hangouts has just been so great to us recently, hasn't it? So yeah, I don't know how much you heard about what I said.
I didn't hear shit. I'm sorry.
We didn't hear anything.
So there's a slight twitch at sort of one of her eyes at the mention that her den parent do as well, at least what is assumed to be a derogatory statement about the Fenrir. But she simply smirks. The den parent at my Sept was of Stag, not of Fenrir.
Not surprised. I'm sure she taught you how to drink, but not to do proper introductions. And he slowly fucks off. Like, this guy doesn't say bye-bye because that's kind of weird for Wolf to say bye-bye. You just get to say, like, you would know the Lupus doesn't say bye-bye because that's human thing to do. He just, like, nods and fucks off.
Will's trying not to hide an amused smile at this, actually.
Oh, Chloe's not even hiding it. I mean, she can't smile as she's in Lupus, but there's definitely that I don't even know how they would look amused. Just sitting up and just sort of like, this is good and great. That kind of look on her face.
Joe kind of has this, like, he's been holding it in for like several minutes, but he's got that happy look, you know. He's got his like tongue is he's clearly shocked, just like, oh my god.
Yeah, Chloe would just on Bites the Week's leaving, she'll just be like, by the way, I'm Chloe Niccolo, Tails Rich as Gold, daughter of Pegasus, Adrian Galliard, and you might want to work on your introduction skills. Oh, and I'm dead mother. Did I add that in there as well? Yeah, there you go.
Was it not to your liking, Raya?
No. It really wasn't, and clearly it wasn't to Bites the Week's either.
Well, everyone has their preferred method of greeting.
And yet, every Garou that's come through here has a standard of when they first come of their introductory howl, including the basic things.
If that's how you prefer it to be from now on, Raya, I'm sure I can accommodate.
Much appreciated. Meanwhile, is Eric even here, guys?
Oh yeah.
No, I mean, just she was saying that like out of character, like in character, because she. I haven't seen anything about him coming up yet.
Well, shrugs.
Hey there.
One goes a busy man.
Well,
We lost him. He'll be back.
yeah, I see. I saw. There he is.
Hey Google, how's that new API working for you?
Yeah, right. There you go.
You know,
Jesus.
you worked better when you had Dice Stream. Just saying.
Okay. All right. It won't be too much longer after Bites the Week's leave. Assuming he goes down the same path, Eric and Torna will approach.
Yep, it's following behind.
Eric will actually give a single nod to Bites the Week as he walks past and approach the group.
Everybody just dropped again.
I'll just wait.
Dropping like
people.
flies.
They're just scared of the new Fenrir.
I think there's.
And her
Absolutely,
impoliteness
I
is
totally
savage.
agree with this.
Her impoliteness is savage. They're scared off by it.
It's just fucking savage in general.
You got one. But he's the one you need the most, so you got Aiden.
All right, so, yeah, Eric is about this 6'5", blonde-haired, bearded, Scandinavian man. His eyes glow with a sharp blue light, and there seems to be crackles of lightning that seem to like just convalesce in and out of him, and intermittent intervals. And upon arriving in his hands, he's kind of like flicking a knife like between his fingers, like you would do a pencil almost. And he kind of looks to the group, giving them a nod, and then looks upon the other person at the other side.
You ever seen someone fangirl?
No.
There's just a look of abject joy and happiness and admiration, and he is in awe of Eric Skavgard, now finally in his presence, after hearing so many tales of this hero of the nation.
He kind of looks at her while she's fangirling, and then looks to the others. Has she been cleansed?
Will nods. That's right.
And he'll take his knife and hold it out to Torna.
Yeah, he'll take it.
Yep. And then he's going to march up to the new face and just straight up go for a punch.
Roll initiative.
I'm not going to roll because I'm going to go first.
Yeah, you are.
Because you have Spirit of Fray. Go on.
Yeah.
Spirit of the fray.
And yeah, so oh shit. We're using Dice Roller 02 because if any doesn't have access
Yeah.
to the werewolf one. ST note.
Pretty sure you need admins anyway.
Oh
Back.
Jesus, that's a botch. No, that's a fail.
It's just a fail.
It's just a failure. Never mind.
I punched myself in the face.
Yep. So yeah. So he's
Quit
like,
hitting
as he
yourself.
comes up, he's just like, "Do you not have any fucking manners?" And then he tries to come up, and I guess maybe you're just fangirling so hard that it distracted him, and his punch like listed a little bit to the left, and missed.
Yeah, like Chloe watches this and she knows what to expect from him because she's seen it too many times, and she just like this look of utter like what, like on her face.
Aiden just winces like internally. He's like he's just gonna hit her harder now. Just like winces.
Paul's eye raise at his worm foam missing standing target.
Gotta
She, however,
love
connects.
Discord.
She has 3 successes, 2 plus your strength.
Doesn't do anything. She too is
Well, this is
fangirling
gonna be
too
a
hard.
This is going to be a long game of punch face.
Yep. Actually, I was about to roll for soaking, but never mind. So yeah, he'll come up. He'll follow up with like another like right hook. You got 3. You just got 1. Soak 1.
Wouldn't you know? That's exactly what she gets. As Skavgard hits her in the face, connects with a punch this time, and she meets it with her chin firmly, or her cheek. No, with her cheek.
He kind of
And
gives her a slight smile.
she has this smirk on her face that is very akin to someone just wearing their heart on their sleeve right now. She is in heaven. She is fighting with a famed hero.
Hero that misses. Miss.
All right. 5, 10. I'm not even going to bother with the success failure thing. Hey, how about that?
Catch me out.
5 bashing.
5 passion.
Well, he soaks too.
So yeah, she, after getting hit and it just kind of impacting with her cheek, she kind of leans into the fist and then follows up with a left hook of her own. And I'll let you describe how he takes it.
Yeah. So once he takes that jab, I'm assuming how'd she throw it? Just in a way,
It was like a straight roundhouse. Like she doesn't have enough distance to like pull a haymaker or anything like that. So it was like you hit the right side of her face, I think.
Okay.
So she came up with her left and with like a left cross.
Yeah. He doesn't even seem to like budge when you hit him, despite you actually making contact. You hit him pretty hard, but old habits die hard, and he doesn't seem to shy away from it or anything. He just takes it on the chin. His neck kind of recoils as he tries to recoil against the blow, and then just continues to follow up. Now, I do have combat healing, so since it's the top of the round and you just took that, he is at
-1.
-1.
Right?
And he's going to try to grapple her.
Vinny, you can roll resisted strength grapple, pardon, strength roll. Resisted thing. This is like you can do them more. If you pass, you can do another action.
He has 8 successes.
How many? 8. Well, she can give it her damnedest. I guess take off 1, 2, 3, so you have 5 successes.
All right, Amachan, I don't know how it works after this because
You can do a damage by like squeezing her, which is like you have 5 successes. 4 plus your strength.
Okay. 4.
Can't soak all of that. So she takes 3.
Okay. So
But
basically,
she's
he'll reach out, grab her by like the arm, kind of like pull her into him, and then almost kind of like in a rock bottom fashion, just pick her up and then just put her right on down.
you let her go, or are you hanging on to
Yeah,
her?
he lets her go.
All right, so she's around and she lets out kind of a really loud and heavy oof as some of the air leaves her lungs, and she gets back up, and she's still got this smirk on her face as she pulls off the like the hide vest, to the point where she's now wearing like a shirt without sleeves, and she's got both fists raised up, and she's just staring at him with a toothy grin, just ready to go for another round.
Will whispers to Chloe, "Is this how Get flirt?"
So I will whisper back. I don't know. I've never seen their mating rituals.
Yeah, he's going to.
Joe's actually gonna go flat on his belly, and his front paws are like over his snout, but you can actually see his wolf body is shaking with mirth when he's trying to like suppress it.
I'll say you're probably close enough you could have heard that, because it was whispering like quietly. But yeah, you're probably close enough since you're right there with her.
He's going to try to tackle her for funsies, because I never done that in a while. So. What's my... 2.
All right. I forget what the rules on tackle are.
Esty has the thing, just a second.
I think you both have to make a Dex Athletics check, and it's higher difficulty for the person who was attacked, depending on the successes.
The
I don't actually have
required
the sheet in front of me.
dexterity roll is the tackle, difficulty 7. The requires at least 2 yards with cheek effect and momentum. Each combatant needs a successful dexterity athletics roll. Difficulty 6 for attacker, and difficulty 6 plus attacker's successes for the targets.
To not fall over.
Yes.
Okay. How? 5 dice for this. Let's see how it goes. Hey, she doesn't go to the ground.
Oh, yeah, I don't know. I heal 1, so I'm just at bruised.
Yeah. So she is gonna try and punch you in the face again.
Okay.
Are you just gonna go for like cold shot face or normal?
I mean, it's just a normal thing. She's not actually
Okay.
like aiming for his face. She's just punching.
Okay.
I missed ice stream. Gosh.
Yeah, I know, right?
Hello? Oh,
Soak 2.
okay. Wait, did he do anything?
You have to. She got 2 successes on her damage roll.
No, he doesn't soak anything.
Okay.
So he's down to injured again.
And she just, upon seeing this, she still holding up both hands in front of her, sort of in that high guard hold, and she's just smirking at him.
Yep. He heals one because top of the round, and he's gonna spend.
Vaughn? I think we lost Vaughn.
Hello.
My turn to drop.
Mm-hmm.
Hello.
It's yeah. Hey, bud.
Can hear you good.
Okay. Sorry.
Last thing I heard was you were gonna possibly spend rage.
Yeah. I think he has like 6 now, so he's gonna spend 2.
Okay.
Um.
She will do the same
So yeah,
to
he's
avoid
going to.
thrall territory.
Yeah, he's going to punch her.
She will try to block.
He has 4 successes.
She has 2.
All right, so I guess only 1 carries over. I'll take 1. Choke 1. Excuse me.
Doesn't. You get another good clip on her face, and she is now down to injured.
Okay. Am I turning in because you spent rage, right? Or because of the block?
Yeah, I guess I'll say it's her main action because I don't know if you can block with rage actions or not. I know you can dodge.
Yeah, you can.
Okay, well then, yeah, then she'll use one of her rage actions to block, and then she will follow up with a round or with another punch.
Okay.
So I think she's at -2
Injured?
for D10.
Injured is -1.
Okay. Four successes. One, two, three, four, 5 damage.
So it's none.
One, you are stunned. You take more. Oh wait, you're not stunned because you have
I have 5
5.
health. I have 5.
No. You're not stunned.
Did you have any damage on you beforehand?
He might have dropped again.
Getting ridiculous.
Yeah.
While we're waiting for everyone to reconnect, Joel kind of quietly asked Chloe if beg pardon, right? After these proceedings have concluded, may I offer my introduction to the visitor?
Yes, definitely.
Hello?
Assuming she survives. As Chloe sort of tilts her head. We hear you.
Okay.
we can hear
Actually, I think that probably knocks me out.
Oh, seriously?
You're 7,
Because
yeah.
I was at hurt 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think that puts me at incap.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
She just KO'd the wormfall.
It happens.
Dallas.
Dice is dice.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I guess what happens is after that glancing block that she got in, she spins around with one of those like spinning back fists, and I guess just catches Eric just right in that sweet spot on the side of his like around his temple. Then there's that sickening like slapping thud of her hand making contact with his skull, and then when he goes down, she stands there spellbound, not really sure what to do because this is not how she expected things to go.
Yeah,
Joe,
Eric.
Joe
knocked
is
out.
legitimately spellbound as well, because like Scotland him, and he never thought he'd see the day that Skullguard would go down.
Yeah,
As-
raises
as-
an eyebrow. Oh.
As Skovgard is knocked unconscious, Will's going to step forward and be like, "Stand down, please," to the newcomer.
Yeah, Eric
Yeah.
is not down long though because of combat healing. Once he heals that one, he'll get back up.
She looks down at Skavgard and she'll hold out her hand to him to help him or offer to help him up to his feet.
He'll look up at her, give her a like shake his head. No, he's like I'm good, and he'll get up to his feet, and once he does, he'll kind of like snap his neck, and kind of like grit his teeth, and he'll tilt his head. Who are you?
I am Dallas Yekar, Hunter's Mane, child of Fenrir, born under the full moon. I came to this Sept because I heard that a hero of our tribe lives here.
And he kind of just looks her over, and he kind of has like this glare to him that she's a fucking Cleith, and she was able to knock him out. And eventually he'll speak up. He's like, "I'm Eric Skovgard, deeded guardian of memory, home in Arun of the Get of Fenris, and Wormfoe of the Sept. You did pretty good with knocking me out, but it won't happen again."
She lowers her head a bit, but the ear to ear smile on her face is it's not one that's going to be washed away. It's just one of those things of pure elation, and she simply nods.
I surely hope that the rumor of a hero living here brought you here for other reasons, not just because I happen to be here. Why are you really here?
There is only so much one can do up north. There's not the battlefields one can find here. I've heard tales of your exploits, and I've heard even more about the issues that the Sept faces. Idol worship aside, I wanted to be in a place where I would be of the most use. My home Sept is overly well defended.
And what Sept did you
Here,
come from? He cuts her off.
Give me a second. I gotta look remember.
Except the blah blah is.
That is a fantastic scepter.
Right.
We love that stuff.
Sept of the blah blah.
Sept of Fenway. No. She came from the Azabet River Sept. That's what she says. A Sept run by the children of Fenrir, and the children of Stag.
So you're trending the traditional ways. So why didn't you give a traditional greeting or introduction?
She kind of starts poking two fingers together, still looking down.
And he kind of reaches out and grabs her by like the chin and raises it.
She looks up.
I'm up here, not down there.
I got a little overexcited.
And like when she says that, he kind of like scratches his beard, like letting go of her chin, and kind of like purses his lips. He finds that a little strange, but either way.
We have able-bodied Garou of many rank where I come from. But the stories they tell are all local legends and tales. No one of note that has made waves around the nation like you. I guess it's kind of like if a no-name from a local boxing gym got into the ring with Ali at his prime, they might be a little bit overzealous too, I guess.
Dude, I really hate hangouts.
It's really bad. What did you hear? What was the last thing you heard?
She said she got excited.
Yeah. Basically, what she kind of said is that, at her home Sept, there are lots of local heroes and legends, but no one that's made wave across the nation. And she likened it to basically like a boxer from a local gym getting into the ring with Ali at his prime. And, that's kind of why she got as boisterous as she did, because this is like, several weeks to months worth of pent up preparation and, not apprehension, but
So we can definitely use you then. You definitely seem to know how to fight. You put me down at least today. So congratulations to you, whatever that means, and how you interpret that. What kind of baggage do you come with?
baggage, right?
Problems.
I don't sleep well sometimes, but otherwise, I'm fully ready to go into battle.
As expected of the Fenrir. I would have taken offense if it wasn't the other way around. If it was the other way around.
I've come here ready to fight, defend, and learn.
Well, you'll get plenty of all of that while you're here. Have you been a part of a pack before? I'm assuming you are not one now because there's nobody else here with you.
Never formally. Some of the younger Cleus ran together, but we never formed underneath a totem.
Well, once you get settled in here and you no doubt prove yourself, and you will have to prove yourself because what you did before doesn't really matter. What happens now is what you prove to us here. There'll be plenty of packs that could definitely use an R rune.
I'm ready to put myself where I'm needed.
And he kind of just gives her a head tilt and then a smile, and he's just like, wonderful. He kind of looks around. Sure, I give you entrance into the subs.
And it's only at that point that she bothers to pick up her things. and she puts the vest back on and the spear and the bow.
At this point, Chloe will just kind of look up and be like, there is one person here that did not get to introduce himself yet. And she will gesture, well, she'll kind of turn to look at Joe, who's settled in a little bit behind her.
Joe will kind of step forward. He actually shifts up and he goes over and he takes a knee and he says, "Good morning," and good morning and welcome, Raya. I am Joe Summers. I was born on 2 legs and under the half moon. I am a cub of the nation. And he, of course, shows his throat.
She'll look very awkward about this, and she just kind of she'll just pat him on the shoulder. It's a pleasure to meet you, Joe.
He stands up and he says, "Same to you, Raya."
And she'll hold up a hand. Please don't refer to me as that. Not here. Not yet, anyway.
As you wish. What may I address you as?
Dallas is fine for now. When I've earned the right to be called Raya here, I don't wish to be called it that beforehand.
All right, Dallas. And he'll extend a hand, and he says, I have had the honor of being trained under all as Ashraya. I would be honored if you would spar with me sometime.
She gets a smirk as she takes his hand more by like the forearm than by the actual palm.
And he copies you.
I can arrange that.
Awesome.
Let me make something clear. Your rank is still recognized here. So if that's what's holding you back from being or having the cub call you Raya, you don't have to worry about that. What I'm saying is that you need to earn our trust.
Eric, is it the preference of the Sept then to have the cubs call their betters Raya, even Cleus?
Yes.
She'll look back at Joe. Then Raya it is.
Understood, Ryan, and I'm happy to do so. And he means every word he says.
So just some quick tidbits of information. Even though you arrived here through the Umbra, don't go out by yourself past the Bond. The Weaver here is pretty strong, and we're dealing with problems with it at the moment. Also, do not go to Staten Island. There is Black Spiral Dancers there that we're also going to be dealing with eventually as well. If you want to lend a hand with that, I would look to Tails vs. Gold here. She is spearheading that with her pack. And if she will have you, then it's on her. Other than that, there is no vampire hunting. If you do decide to go vampire hunting, gotta be with you, because we won't. Do you have any questions?
aside from being ready to be at arms at a moment's notice, where would help be useful here?
Right now, we have a little bit of everything going on. Just whatever you can get your hands on would be great. We have Endron oil digging up in the north. Like I said, we have the BSD problem. We have the Weaver problem. There's plenty to do.
And here on Sept?
We have a problem. We probably help the Get Offenders Kinfolk stay out of the business of the Pure Tribes for right now. There's a lot of tension going on with that.
I don't think I've ever known a time where there wasn't tension.
Yeah, but there's
It's
more than
not fun.
usual.
I see.
I would say we would need help with patrols, but like I said, you have to prove yourself and we have to learn to trust you. So until that point, just find something you can do, whatever your strengths are, do it.
Anywhere
In the
you need a
meantime,
strong
I
back?
will plenty to do around there with that. But we'll be talking. And once I get to know you more, maybe you get more responsibility.
She nods and smirks.
And he looks to Aiden and holds his hand out.
Aiden
Yeah.
wants nothing of it.
Yeah. Eric snatches his knife away. It's mine. And he puts it in the holster thing. And he'll kind of look to Aiden and kind of give him a nod to like, let's go. And then he'll turn and leave.
And Dallas just kind of stands there, smiling, watching him leave.
Joe will actually look to the den mother and ask the big pardon, Chloe Ryan. Would it be all right if I offered Dallas Raya a tour of the Sept?
Certainly. By all means. And Chloe will step to one side so that he can get through more easily.
As long as you have no objections, of course, Raya.
Well, I said you could offer. I didn't say she had to say yes.
Oh no. That last bit was to Dallas. Joe turns to Dallas and says, as long as you have no objections, of course, Raya.
Maybe once I'm settled, and she'll turn over to Chloe. Tails, Raya, is there housing on Sept?
There are a few places. There's stargazers actually have some, particularly in that area. There are some cabins around. The Bonars definitely have a fair amount of things. I know that each of the packs has their own cabin. At least most of them do. Do you need a place to stay?
Until I can get settled here in the city, I suppose so. I have kin that are on their way, but I clearly did not want to wait for them to get their things together.
Okay. Actually, my sisters are currently staying on Sept with us. If you'd like, you could stay in their apartment temporarily.
She'll nod a bit, and she considers it for a minute, and she'll nod in agreement with it.
Okay. Then, Why don't you come with me for now, and I will talk to them. I know they'll be fine with it. And we'll get some keys and things, and I'll show you how to get there.
She'll nod, and she'll look at Joe. Once I get settled, I'll, yeah.
Very well. And Chloe will start to head off towards the Strider's cabin. She'll actually shift into Hamid and then head off towards the Strider's cabin. Whoever wants to follow certainly can.
Yeah, as Chloe will walk away, Tlatine will walk up to her and present her throat. Chloe, Araya,
Oh, hi, Tlati.
I wanted to let you know that part of the talents that you requested have been acquired. Sorry.
Oh, that's wonderful. We need to do something about this before she does something.
I'm working as fast as I can. I apologize, it's not faster.
Don't apologize for that. I'm just glad that we can start moving. Do you think you can get the rest, or would it be better? Because, I mean, we could just use it to make sure that those of us who aren't very stealthy can be stealthy.
How many talents do you need? There is a group of 4 right now.
There is a 5th, but I mean, I do have some skill in stealth myself.
5.
I can give up mine if I need to.
I have 3 ready right now. And she'll actually dig into her bag and we'll hand her 3 what look to be old beer bottles.
As long as they're not the ones from that one place that had the worm taint.
No, definitely not.
Okay, so as long as I look at worm tainted beer bottles.
No, and there is like a glyph and kind of scribbled into, kind of scratched into the glass.
It's kind of funny. Ooh, that's worm. You hand me beer. I sense worm.
Yeah, no.
No, that would have gone off. Some shit would have gone off.
Yeah,
like
no.
She'll trust that, but
I can probably get to extra soon, but I'll be low on gnosis in that case if we would leave tomorrow.
Can I help with the gnosis part? Is that possible? I'm happy to help. I certainly have
No,
gnosis.
the right of binding requests gnosis. I do not believe you have the right of binding.
I do not. Okay. Well then, why don't you keep the gnosis you have? And we'll make do with what we have, because I don't want to have to wait any longer, and I don't want you to be out of gnosis either.
You want to leave tomorrow, Raya?
As soon as we can, depending on ST.
I'll see what I can do. If I can get 1 or 2 more, that would be better.
It would be, but I also need my theurge to have gnosis to use.
Through the pack link, Talate will hear Will say, I learned this right. If you show me how, I could maybe make one.
It would also require for you to make a deal with the spirits, she says through the pack link. You did not make that deal.
You can hear him psychically shrug. Just offering.
Yes.
Listen, we're going to need you to be able to do things there too. I need you to be able to keep that, unless you can get any back.
Worst case scenario, I could go and hunt and angling.
That's true. I just know it doesn't make sense to have a theurge that's drained.
Yeah, I understand, Raya.
Thank you, though. You've done very well. I very much appreciate it.
Another plan, though, the thing that I will still have to look into that, but it's probably not relevant for the scouting mission yet.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we can certainly talk about that once we have more information then.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Sounds good then. But I need to go find my sister.
Yes. Apologies for interrupting. And
Oh,
she'll throw her throat back up, like throw her chin back up, and
Chloe just smiled at her and turns to head off. In theory, glancing back at Dallas to see if she's coming.
Joe will follow as no one has actually given him any other instruction. Though he will show throat to Latahine, and just quickly ask, begging upon Raya, I understand your feelings, already, based on when I asked you to educate me on your tribe. Would you please do me the honor of asking, out of character, I'm sorry guys, what is Talatahine's sister's name again?
Tapisa.
Tapisa Raya, to please come and speak with me.
She'll look up at Joe for a while, because fucking hell, she's definitely not taller than that cup. I will pass along the message. If my alpha has the time, then I'm sure she's willing to look you up.
I can also come to see her, Raya. I'm just very eager to learn about your tribe.
I can tell. I will see what I can do.
Joe sort of nods with his eyes, but he's still showing throat.
Shouldn't you be following your den mother?
By your leave then, Raya. And Joe will politely excuse himself.
And Latin will walk up to Will. Because why the fuck not?
How are you, little spring?
I am fine.
Would you like to escort me on my patrol? Have a chat.
Sure.
And yeah, then we'll leave, doing his circuit of the park, growling at spiders.
And if anybody else doesn't have anything, we could probably end it there.
Actually, there's just one more thing I'd like to add.
Okay.
As Joe is walking away with everyone in this small group, Joe just says, I think being a Garou is kind of awesome. It might not have been what I was expecting in my life, but it's certainly quite the something.
All right. With Joe feeling awesome about being a Garou and welcoming a new Fenrir to the Sept, we can end our singing there. Thank you, players, for playing. Thank you, watchers, for watching. And sorry for all the technical difficulties. Have a good night.